What's happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. This is TJ This Way. So today I'm going to be talking about training, nutrition, and basically just tips that you can take away with you to further progress yourself on a fitness journey. Yeah. First thing I want to try and cover is the type of training that I primarily do. So a lot of it is gym based, on either machines or free weights, and I primarily do either strength training, strength endurance, or hypertrophy, and sometimes muscle endurance, all combining these all together. I don't kind of do one specifically and carry on doing that and only do that. Some people might do that in regards to what sport they're going to be doing. So for example, a powerlifter might only do like max strength, or a climber might do muscle endurance and strength, and mainly like body weight. I do body weight sometimes as well, but I'll go more into that in the near future. So types of training then, yeah. So the type of training that I go in and do, and the kind of routine that I have is pretty much like a bro what they call is a bro split. And if for any of you guys that don't know what a bro split is pretty much like your generic kind of training. So I will kind of do chest Monday, chest and triceps Monday. Tuesday will be back and biceps. Wednesday I will primarily do either shoulders. Yeah, I'll probably do shoulders. Shoulders not including the traps. So I'll just do shoulders. Then Thursdays I'll do tricep and bicep. And then Friday I will do traps and legs. And then Saturday as well. If I do train Saturday, sometimes I have a rest day, but Saturdays I will do either legs. I'll kind of just do anything that I want to do, kind of like deadlifts or something that I haven't hit hard during that week. But primarily it's going to be like deadlifts or something like that, deadlifts, pull-ups and something else. So yeah, bro split, and as I mentioned before, I'm primarily doing hypertrophy stuff. So I'm working between between 10 reps and 15 reps plus, and I'm kind of keeping the weight moderate to heavy most of the time. Also, so with the hypertrophy stuff, I do some max rep stuff as well. So sometimes I'll just test to see kind of how I'm progressing with my strength and how much I can actually either bench or squat or deadlift or whatever. But to be honest, I don't do that a hell of a lot. So yeah, the other component to actually, getting bigger and actually looking better, there's a lot of people that kind of say so much stuff about kind of getting bigger and getting stronger and this, that and the other. Obviously there's science to it, but look at people like Sam Sulek or these people who are kind of unconventional, doing things unconventionally, i.e. kind of with the nutrition, eating this and eating that, and the way that they're actually training. So for me personally, my view on training is I try to mix it up. So obviously I'm trying to use proper form, but a lot of the time I am doing like partial reps as well, and I'm actually changing how I'm actually lifting the weight. For example, if I'm doing chest press, I will do full extension, full range of motion, for most of the set, and then maybe sometimes towards the end of the set or the start of the set, I might do full extension, or I might just do slow and controlled, or I might do fast up, or I might do slow down on the eccentric. or I might just do fast on the eccentric and fast on the concentric. It all depends. I'm trying to shock the muscle to kind of grow, you know, and I'll do that on most body parts as well, well, pretty much all body parts. How I move in terms of going from muscle group to muscle group. So I will move to a muscle group. Let's say, for example, it's bicep. It's a bicep exercise. I will do pretty much a warm-up set on most sets, pretty much up to about 20 kg. 20 repetitions. So I'll do 20 repetitions just to get the blood pumping into the muscle, and then I'll start going into proper working sets. Another tip is, for me, is kind of people are going to the gym and they're not seeing results. There's a lot of reasons for that, but for me, a lot of the reason is quite simply is that people are not training hard enough. Plain and simple. Some people are not working smart enough also. So there's the combination of working smart and hard. So what I mean by this is kind of, you know, people are working hard, which is good, but they're not working smart as well. And what I mean by smart is kind of having the correct form, you know, getting the reps that they need and having it on the correct weight that they need it to be on. Sometimes it's either too light or way too heavy. You've got to find that balance and know your limits also. So yeah, training wise, not much else for that. Like, it's as a whole, yeah, it's not as complicated as what people make out. Like, lift heavy things, do plenty of reps, lift it correctly, and eat lean foods, lean meats, high in protein, and get your nutrition and supplementing. So the other thing I'll touch on is nutrition and supplements. Yeah, so a lot of people tend to not believe in supplements and all of this stuff, but for me personally, I see nothing wrong with that. If you're trying to hit your calorie intake for the day, or your protein intake, or carb intake for the day, why not? For me personally, there's only a few supplements that I actually use. So I use obviously a pre-workout, a good pre-workout. I don't bother with creatine because most pre-workouts have creatine monohydrate in. Even if it's a small amount, that's fine. So I have pre-workout is number one. Number two is a protein. Number three, and with the protein, it's normally a low carbohydrate, low fat, and low sugar. So it's high protein, and everything else is low. Number three is I sometimes take collagen. That's to help with the bones and muscle joints and stuff. I'll often take BCCAs, BCCAs, I think it is, branched chain amino acids, yeah, so BCAAs. Some people don't really bother with them. I like them just because it aids with recovery, and I think it's called protein synthesis, which is, you know, it aids with kind of the recovery process and utilising the protein that's already in the body. So yeah, so protein, pre-workout, collagen for bones, muscles, joints, and I'll also take something that's a little bit, well, it's a kind of a newish supplement, ashwagandha. This helps with like sleep and focus and stuff like that, and some people have said that it's kind of help with kind of testosterone levels and stuff like that. But that helps with kind of stress as well. I'll also take a multivitamin. That's pretty much like a standard multivitamin that I take, and I'll take that every day. Most of these supplements I'll take every single day, and it's part of my routine. So obviously I'll take the protein just before bed. I'll also have the pre-workout and branched chain amino acids. I'll have them pretty much when I'm training, sipping them throughout the workout. I'll also take the multivitamins and ashwagandha before bed as well with the protein. In terms of nutrition, steaks, a lot of lean steaks, a lot of chicken, quite a bit of rice as well. I get me vegetables in there, mainly broccoli, carrots. Yeah, mainly broccoli, carrots, to be honest with you. And also I try and keep all of the sugary stuff to a minimum. Now I do have sugary stuff, and fats, I'm not really too fussed on fats. It just depends on what I'm trying to achieve, but mainly fats, I'm not too bothered about. Eggs in the morning, plenty of eggs. I'll have that on sourdough bread, because it's got less ingredients in it, so it's not as bad for you. And lunch, I'll have something quick, so it could be like chicken strips or chicken breast or something like that. So I'll have that's just nice and quick. So I'm not eating a massive amount, and my calories are not crazy high. I'm having 3 good meals a day: breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then I might have like something small in the night time or something like that. But majority of the time it's just three meals a day. And also, what I didn't mention before with the training is cardio, getting the cardio in there. So I'd probably do about 10 to 15 minutes of cardio, sometimes more, at a moderate pace, and I'll do that pretty much every day. So yeah, that kind of helps with, 1, cardiovascular, and 2, keeping your fat down, because you burn fat at a slow pace cardio majority of the time. But I don't really focus too much on the cardio, but it's good to just get it in there anyway. But yeah, they're my tips for the fitness tips. If you've got any questions, comment down below. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Also, just want to show kind of physique, kind of check. Yeah, so this is what currently I'm currently weighing, I think about between 93 and 95 kilograms, but that kind of fluctuates. But yeah, completely lateral. My job doesn't allow me to take PEDs, performance enhancement drugs. So it is what it is. This is what you can kind of look to achieve in a good few years. If you put the work in, and I'm just being truthful, don't want to kind of lie about stuff. I just want to keep this channel as authentic as I can and help people on their journey. So yeah, subscribe to the channel, like, comment down below.